Oh, okay. All right. Well, welcome everybody to our nth Megillah Reading Purimshpiel party extravaganza. My name is Cookie Monster, and I will be your host for the night, at least for the Megillah portion. Megillah reading goes from now until about 8. I don't think we have that many people, so I am saying that if you want to boo you know who, go ahead and unmute yourselves and do so. However, if you don't know how to mute yourself or shut yourself up, this Megillah reading could go on until tomorrow, and we don't want to do that to the spielers. So behave yourselves, or Cap'n Crunch is going to mute everybody. Right, Cap'n Crunch? Ahoy. All right.
Ahoy, and if not me, it will be the Cookie Monster. And we even have the mother of the Cookie Monster with us right now. We have many possible mutations with us this Purim Eve.
Okay.
So keep your microphones off.
Right. So let's practice this. All right. I'm going to say the name of a very bad person who you've never heard of, but we have to remember to forget the name of Haman. Oh. All right. Remember to forget the name of Haman. Okay, I can only hear one of you at a time, but that'll have to do. Now, let's practice being quiet and muting ourselves after I say Haman.
Boo!
Boo! All right, great. All right, I will start us off. Oh, and let me give you so for tonight, it's Megillah reading until 8. After the Megillah reading, we will have a moment to recite Kaddish for anybody who wants to do that. And then we'll go into the Purimshpiel, and after that will be the party led by Ami and friends. I'm a friend, hello. And that will be just a lot of songs and singing and sing-along and having fun.
Cookie, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Maybe we should try to shoot for finishing at 7:45, allowing time for Kaddish, etc.
Okay, I'm first, and I'm going to go fast, so the rest of you guys...
Right, because we want to start the spiel promptly at 8.
Okay, so when you're on chapter 6 and it's 7:35,
I will speed.
You'll speed it up, right?
Thank you, Cookie.
Okay, thank you. I think we'll be okay. All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Yotzer ha'olam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mikra Megillah. Brucha at Ya Eloheinu osa haniflaot Shasta nisim lahoreinu bayamim hahem b'zman hazeh nevarech et ma'ayan chayenu shechecheyanu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Amen.
Vayehi bimei Achashverosh, Achashverosh, Hamolech mehodu ve'ad Kush, Sheva v'esrim mea medina, Bayamim hahem, Keshevet hamelech Achashverosh, Al kiseh malchuto asher b'Shushan habira, Bishnat shalosh lemalko, Asa mishte lechol sarav ve'avadav, Chel paras umadai, Hapartamim v'sarei hamdinot lefanav, Beharoto, Et osher kevod malchuto, ואת יקר תפארת גדולתו, ימים רבים 800 יום. ובמילות הימים האלה עשה המלך לכוכם הנמצאים בשושן הבירה לבגדו ועל קטן משתה 7 ימים. וחצה גינת ביתן המלך חור כרפס ותכלת אחוז בחבלי בוץ וארגמן על גלילי חסב ועמודי 6 מיטות זהב וכסף על רצפת פחת ושש ודר וסוחרת והקשות בכלי זהב וכלים מכלים שונים ואין מלכות רב כיד המלך. והשתייה חדת אין אונס כי כן ייסד המלך על רב כל רב ביתו לעשות כרצון איש ואיש. גם ושתי המלכה עשתה משתה נשים בית המלכות אשר למלך אחשוורוש. ביום השביעי כטוב לב המלך ביין אמר למחומן ויסתח ערבונה בכתב אבגתה זתר וחרקס 7 הסריסים המשרתים את בני המלך אחשוורוש להביא את ושתי המלכה לפני המלך בכתר מלכות. Somebody please mute Alan. Thank you. Where were we? ביום השביעי כתוב לב המלך ביין אמר למחומן ויסתח ערבונה בכתב אבגתה זתר וחרקס 7 הסריסים המשרתים את בני המלך אחשוורוש להביא את ושתי המלכה לפני המלך בכתר מלכות להראות את העמים והשרים את יפיה כי טובת מראה היא ותמהר המלכה ושתי לבוא בדבר המלך אשר ביד הסריסים. ויקצוף המלך מאוד וחמתו בערבו ויאמר המלך לחכמים יודע העתים כי כן דבר המלך לפני כל יודעי דת ודין. והקרוב אליו קרשנה שיתר עד מטה ותרשיש מרס מרסנה ממוכן 7 צלי פרס ומדי רואה פני המלך היושבים ראשונה במלכות כדת מה לעשות במלכה ושתי על אשר לא עשתה את מאמר המלך אחשוורוש ביד הסריסים ויאמר ממוכן לפני המלך והשרים לא על המלך לבדו עבתה ושתי המלכה כי על כל השרים ועל כל העמים אשר בכל מדינות המלך אחשוורוש כי יצא דבר המלכה על כל הנשים לבזות בעליכן בעיניכן באומרם המלך אחשוורוש אמר להביא את ושתי המלכה לפניו ולא ואב. והיום הזה תאמרנה שרות פרס ומדי, אשר שמעו את דבר המלכה לכל שרי המלך, וכדי ביזיון וקצף, אם על המלך טוב, יצא דבר מלכות מלפניו, וייכתב בדתי פרס ומדי, ולא יעבור, אשר לא תבוא ושתי לפני המלך אחשוורוש, ומלכותה ייתן המלך לראותה הטובה ממנה. ונשמע פתגם המלך אשר יעשה בכל מלכותו, כי רבה היא, וכל הנשים ייתנו יקר לבעליכן, למגדול ועד קטן. וייטב הדבר בעיני המלך והשרים, ויעש המלך כדבר ממוכן. וישלח ספרים אל כל מדינות המלך, אל מדינה מדינה ככתבה, ואל העם לעם כלשונו, להיות כל איש שורר בביתו, ומדבר כלשון עמו.
אך הדברים האלה תשך, אמר המלך אחשוורוש, זכר ושתי ולאשר עשתה את אשר נגזר עליה. ויאמרו נערי המלך משרתיו, יבקשו למלך נערות בתולות, טובות מראה. ויפקד המלך פקידים בכל מדינות מלכותו, ויקבצו את כל נערה בתולה, טובות מראה שושן הבירה אל בית הנשים, עד יד הנה סריס המלך שומר הנשים, ונתון תמרוקיהן לנהרות, אשר תיטב בעיני המלך תמלוך תחת ושתי, וייטב הדבר בעיני המלך, ויעש כן. איש יהודי היה בשושן הבירה, איש יהודי היה בשושן הבירה, איש יהודי היה בשושן הבירה, ושמו מרדכי. בן יאיר בן שמי בן קיש, איש ימיני, אשר הגלה מירושלים, עם הגולה אשר הגלת, עם יחניה מלך יהודה, אשר הגולה נבוכדנצר מלך בבל. ויהי אומר את הדסה, היא אסתר בת דודו, כי אין לה אב ואם, הנערה יפה תואר וטובת מראה, ובמות אביה ואימה, לקחה מרדכי לא לבד. ויהי בהישמע דבר המלך ודתו, יקבץ נערות רבות על שושן הבירה, אל יד חגי, ותלקח אסתר אל בית המלך, על יד חגי שומר הנשים. ותיטב הנערה בעיניו, ותישא חסד לפניו, ויבהל את תמרוקיה, ואת מתנותיה לתת לה. ועוד 7 הנערות הראויות לתת לה מבית המלך, וישניה את נערותיה לטוב בית הנשים. לא הגידה אסתר את עמה ואת מולדתה, כי מרדכי ציווה עליה אשר לא תגיד. וכל יום ויום מרדכי מתהלך נגדי חצר בית הנשים, לדעת שלום אסתר מה יעשה בה. והגיעה תור נערה ונערה לבוא למלך אחשוורוש, מקץ חיות לה כדת הנשים, 12 חודש, כי כן ימעלו ימי מרוקיהן, 6 חודשים בשמן המור, ו6 חודשים בבשמים ובתמרוקי הנשים. ובזה הנערה באה אל המלך עם כל אשר תאמר, יינתן לה לבוא עמה מבית הנשים עד בית המלך. בערב היא באה ובבוקר היא שבה אל בית הנשים, שני אל יד ששגז סריס המלך, שומר הפילגשים, לא תבוא עוד אל המלך, אם חפץ בה המלך, ונקרא בשם. ובהגיע תור אסתר בת אביחיל דוד מרדכי, אשר לקח לו לבת לבוא אל המלך, לא בקשה דבר כי אם אשר יאמר מבחינת עיני הגיא, סריס המלך, שומר נשים, ותהי אסתר, נשאת חן בעיני כל רואיה. ותלקח אסתר אל המלך אחשוורוש אל בית מלכותו, בחודש העשירי וחודש טבת, בשנת 7 למלכותו. ויאהב המלך את אסתר מכל הנשים, ותשחן וחסד לפניו מכל הבתולות, וישם כתר מלכות בראשו, וימלכך תחת ושתי. ויעש המלך משתה גדול לכל שריו ועבדיו, את משתה אסתר, והגחה למדינות עשה, וייתן משאת יד המלך, ויקבץ בתולת השנית, ומרדכי יושב בשעת המלך, אין אסתר בגדת מולדתה, ואת אמה כאשר ציווה עליה מרדכי, ואת מאמר מרדכי אסתר עשה כאשר הייתה באומנה איתו. בימים ההם מרדכי יושב בשער המלך קצף, בקטן ותרש, 12 סריסי המלך שומרי הסך, ויבקשו לשלוח יד למלך אחשוורוש, ויוודע הדבר למרדכי, ויגע לאסתר למלכה, ותאמר אסתר למלך בשם מרדכי. ויבוקש הדבר, וימצא, ויתעלו שניהם על עץ, וייכתב בספר דברי הימים לפני המלך.
הדברים האלה גידל המלך אחשוורוש את המן, וחטא הגיגי וינשאו, וישם את כיסו מעל כל השרים אשר איתו, וכל עובדי המלך אשר בשער המלך, קוראים ומשתחווים להמן. לא המלך ומרדכי לא יכרע ולא ישתחווה, ויאמרו עובדי המלך אשר בשער המלך למרדכי, מדוע אתה עובר את מצוות המלך? ויהי כאומרם אליו יום ויום, ולא שמע עליהם, ויגידו להמן, לראות היעמדו דברי מרדכי, כי הגיד לכם אשר הוא יהודי. והיה המן כי אין מרדכי קורא ומשתחווה לו, וימלא המן המה, ויבז ביניו לשלוח יד במרדכי לבדו, כי הגידו לו את עם מרדכי, ויבקש המן להשמיד את כל היהודים אשר בכל מלכות אחשוורוש עם מרדכי, בחודש הראשון וחודש ניסן בשנת 12 למלך אחשוורוש, הפיל פור הוא הגורל לפני המן. מיום ליום ומחודש לחודש 12 וחודש אדר, ויאמר המן למלך אחשוורוש, ישנו עם אחד מפוזר ומפורד בין העמים בכל מדינות מלכותך, ודעתיכן שונות מכל עם, ואת דעתי המלך אינם עושים, והמלך אין שווה להניחם. אם על המלך טוב יכתב לאבדם, ו10,000 כיכר כסף אשכול על ידי עושי המלאכה להביא אל גנזי המלך. ויסר המלך את טבעתו מעל ידו, ויתנה להמן בן המדתה האגיגי צורר היהודים, ויאמר המלך להמן, כסף נתון לך, והעם לעשות בו כטוב בעיניך. ויקראו סופרי המלך בחודש הראשון, ב13 יום בו, וייכתב ככל אשר ציווה המן. Come on, can't hear you. אל אחשוורוש המלך, ואל הפחות אשר על מדינה ומדינה, ואל שרי עם ועם, מדינה ככתבה, ועם ועם כלשונו, לשם המלך אחשוורוש נכתב, ונחתם בטבעת המלך. ונשלח ספרים ביד הרצים אל כל מדינות המלך, להשמיד, להרוג ולאבד את כל היהודים, מנער ועד זקן, טף ונשים ביום אחד. ב13 לחודש 12 הוא חודש אדר, ושללם לבוז, פת שגן הכתב, לנתן דת בכל מדינה, גלוי לכל העמים, להיות עתידים ליום הזה. הרצים יצאו דחופים בדבר המלך, והדת ניתנה בשושן הבירה, והמלך והמן ישבו לשתות והעיר שושן נבוכה.
ומרדכי ידע כל אשר מרדכי נעשה ויקריב. מרדכי את בגדיו וילבש שק ואפר. יצא בתוך העיר ויזעק זעקה גדולה ומרה. ויבוא עד לפני שער המלך, כי אין לבוא שער המלך בלבוש שק. ובכל מדינה ומדינה מקום אשר דבר המלך לדתו מגיע אבל גדול ליהודים, וצום ובכי ומספד, שק ואפר יוצא לרבים. ותבואנה נערות אסתר סריסיה ויגידו לה, ותתחלחל המלכה לאוב ותשלח בגדים להביש את מרדכי להסיר שקו, ועליו ולא קיבל. ותקרא אסתר להחלטך מסריסי המלך אשר עמה לפניה, ותצווהו על מרדכי לדעת מה זה ועל מה זה. ויצא התך אל מרדכי אל רחוב העיר שלפני שער המלך, ויגד לו מרדכי את כל אשר קראו את פרשת הכסף אשר אמר חמן. אשכול גנזי המלך ביהודים לעובדם. את פתשגן כתב הדת אשר נתן בשושן להשמידם, נתן לו להראות את אסתר ולהגיד לה לצבאות עליה לבוא אל המלך להתחנן לו ולבקש מלפניו על עמל. ויבוא התך ויגד לאסתר את דברי מרדכי. ותאמר אסתר להתך ותצווהו אל מרדכי. כל עבדי המלך ממדינות המלך יודעים, אשר כל אישה אשר יבוא אל המלך לחצר הפנימית אשר לא יקרא אחדתו להמית לבד, כאשר יושיב לו המלך את שרביט הזהב וחיה. ואני לא נקראתי לבוא למלך זה 30 יום. ויגידו למרדכי את דברי אסתר. ויאמר מרדכי להשיב אל אסתר, אל תדמי בנפשך להימלט בית המלך מכל היהודים, כי אם תחריש בעת הזאת רווח והצלחה יבוא ליהודים ממקום אחר, ואת בית אביה תאבדו, ומי יודע אם לדעת בזאת הגעת למלכות. ותאמר אסתר להשיב על מרדכי, לך כנוס אל כל היהודים הנמצאים בשושן ותשומו עליי, ואל תאכלו ואל תשתו 3 ימים לילה ויום, גם אני ונערותיי עצום כן. ובכן אבוא אל המלך אשר לא כדת, כאשר עבדתי. ויבוא מרדכי ויעש ככל אשר ציווית עליו אסתר.
ויהי ביום השלישי ותלבש אסתר מלכות ותעמוד בחצר בית המלך הפנימית נוכח בית המלך, והמלך יושב על כיסא מלכותו בבית המלכות, נוכח פתח הבית, ויהי בחירות המלך את אסתר המלכה, אומרת בחצר נשא חן בעיניו, ויושת המלך לאסתר את שרביט הזהב אשר בידו, ותקרב אסתר ותיגע בראש השרביט, ויאמר לה המלך, מה מלך אסתר המלכה, and what is your request? Even to half the kingdom, it shall be granted you.
And Esther said, if it pleases the king, let the king and Haman come today to the banquet I have prepared for him.
Mr. Haman. Vayomer hamelech maharu et Haman. Lasot et devar Esther. Vayavo hamelech veHaman. Asher asta Esther. Vayomer hamelech leEsther b'mishteh hayayin. What is your wish? It shall be granted you. And what is your request? Even to half the kingdom, it shall be fulfilled.
Then Esther replied and said, my petition and my request are as follows. If I have found favor in the king's eyes, and if it pleases the king to grant my petition and fulfill my request, let the king and Haman come to the banquet that I will make for them, and tomorrow I will do the king's bidding.
Vayetze Haman hayom ahu sameach v'tov lev v'chirot Haman et b'sha'ar hamelech v'lo kam v'lo zah mimenu vayimale Haman al Mordechai chema vayitapak Haman vayavo el beito vayishlach vayaveh et ohavav et zeresh ishto vayisaper lahem Haman et kavod esh oshro v'rov banav ve'et kol asher gidlo hamelech ve'et asher niso al hasarim ve'avdei hamelech vayomer Haman Aflo Edia Esther Hamalka Im Hamelech El Hamishte Asher Asata Ki Im Asher Asata Ki Im Oti Vegam Lemachar Ani Karula Im Hamelech V'chol zeh einenu shoveh li b'chol eit asher ani roeh et Mordechai hayehudi yoshev b'sha'ar hamelech.
And Zeresh and his wife and all his friends said, let them make a gallows 50 cubits high, and in the morning say to the king that they should hang Mordecai on it and go to the king to the banquet joyfully. The matter pleased Haman, and he made the gallows.
Balayla hu nadada shanata melech vayomer lehavi et sefer hazichanot divrei hayamim vayehu ikamot lifnei hamelech imatze katuv asher Hagid Mordechai al bigtuna v'alteresh nesarasei hamelech mishrei hasav asher bikshu lishloach yad v'melech achashverosh vayomer hamelech ma na'asa Yakar Agdolah Mordechai al Zem Vayomru Na'avrei Hamelech Mishartav Lo Na'asa Imo Davar Vayomer Hamelech Mi bachatzer v'hamar lechatzer beit hamelech v'chitzona le'mor lamelech litlut et Mordechai Ha'etz asher chechin lo vayomru na'arei hamelech elav hine Haman asher vayomer hamelech yavo Haman Vayomer lo hamelech mala'asot ba'ish asher hamelech hafetz bikaro vayomer Haman libo lemi yachbot hamelech la'asot Yakar yoter mimeni Vayomer Haman Ish asher hamelech chafetz bikaro Yaviu livush b'malchut Asher lavush bo hamelech v'sus Asher barachav alav hamelech Asher natan keter malchut barosho
Venaton halevush vehasus al yarish misarei hamelech hapartemim vehilbishu et haish asher hamelech hafetz bikaro vehirkivu al hasus birchov ha'ir vekaru lefanav kacha Yeyaseh la'ish asher hamelech hofetz bikaro vayomer hamelech lehaman maher kach et halvush ve'et hasus ka'asher dibarta va'aseh chen leMordechai hayehudi hayoshev b'shar hamelech Al tapel davar mikol asher dibarta ויקח המן את הלבוש ואת הסוס, וילבש את מרדכי, וירכיבהו ברחוב העיר, ויקרא לפניו, ככה יעשה לאיש אשר המלך חפץ ביקרו. וישב מרדכי אל שער המלך, והמן נדחף אל ביתו, אבל בחפוי, בחפוי ראש. ויספר המן לזרש אשתו ולכל אוהביו את כל אשר קראו, ויאמרו לו חכמיו וזרש אשתו, אם מזרע היהודים מרדכי אשר הכילותה לנפול לפניו, לא תוכל לו, כי נפול תיפול לפניו. עודם מדברים עמו, וסריסי המלך הגיעו, ויבהילו להביא את המן אל המשתה אשר עשתה אסתר.
Mine are the 8 auspicious symbols.
ויבוא המלך והמן. The king and Haman came to feast with Queen Esther, and the second day the king again asked Esther at the banquet, "What is your wish, Queen Esther? It should be granted you. And what is your request? Even to half the kingdom it shall be fulfilled." Queen Esther replied, If your majesty will do me the favor, if it pleases your majesty, let my life be granted as my wish, and my people as my request. For we have been sold, my people and I, to be destroyed, massacred, exterminated. Had we only been sold as bondsmen and bondwomen, I would have kept silent, for the adversary is not worthy of the king's trouble. Thereupon King Ahasuerus demanded of Queen Esther, "Who is he, and where is he who dared to do this?" "The adversary and enemy," replied Esther. "Is this evil Haman?" And Haman, the king and the queen and the king in his fury left the wine feast for the palace garden, while Haman remained to plead with Queen Esther for his life, for he saw that the king had resolved to destroy him. והמלך קם את בהמתו ממשתה היין, על גינת הביתן, והמן לבקש על נפשו מאסתר המלכה, כי ראה כי מלכה עליו רעה מאת המלך, והמלך שב מגינת הביתן אל בית משתה היין, והמן אסתר לה, ויאמר המלך, נא לכבוש את המלכה עמי, בבית הדבר יצא מפי המלך ופי המן. Does he mean to ravish the queen in my own palace? No sooner did these words leave the king's lips than Haman's face. Then Harbona, one of the eunuchs in attendance on the king, said, "What is more, a stake is standing at Haman's house. Keep its eye, which Haman made for Mordecai, the man whose words saved the king. Impale him on it." And the king ordered. So they impaled Haman. Haman על העץ אשר הכין למרדכי, וחמת המלך שכחה.
ביום ההוא נתן המלך אחשוורוש ואסתר המלכה את בית המן. עורר היהודים ומרדכי בא לפני המלך, כי הגידה אסתר מהו לך. ויסר המלך את טבתו אשר העביר מהמן. ותשם אסתר את מרדכי על בית המן. ותוסף אסתר ותדבר לפני המלך, ותיפול לפני רגליו, ותתחנן לו, והעביר את רעת המן הגגי ואת מחשבתו אשר חשב על היהודים. ויושת המלך לאסתר את סרבית הזהב, ותקום אסתר ותעמוד לפני המלך. ותאמר אם המלך טוב, ואם מצאתי חן לפניו, וכאשר הדבר לפני המלך, וטובה אני בעיניו, וייכתב להשיב את הספרים. מחשבת המן הגגי אשר כתב לאבד את היהודים אשר בכל מדינות המלך. כי כך וקל וראיתי ברעה אשר ימצא את עמי, וכך וקל וראיתי באבדן מולדתי. For indeed, how can I bear to witness the evil that will befall my people, and how endure to see the destruction of my kindred. ויאמר המלך אחשוורוש לאסתר המלכה למרדכי היהודי, הנה בית המן נתתי אסתר, ואותו תלו על העץ, על אשר שלח ידו ביהודים. ואתם כתבו על היהודים, כתוב בעיניכם בשם המלך, ויתנמו בטבעת המלך, כי כתב אשר נכתב בשם המלך, ונחתום בטבעת המלך, אין להשיב. ויקראו ספרי המלך ואת ההיא. Then were summoned the scribes of the king in that very hour, בחודש השלישי, הוא חודש סיוון, בשלושה ועשרים בו, וייכתב בכל אשר ציווה מרדכי אל היהודים ואל האקש דרפנים והפחות, ושרי המדינות אשר מהודו ועד כוש, 27 מדינה ומדינה, כי כתבה, ועם ועם כלשונו, ואל היהודים כי כתבם וכלשונם. ויכתוב בשם המלך אחשוורוש, ויכתום בטבעת המלך, וישלח ספרים ביד הרצים הסוסים, רוכבי הרכב הקשתרונים, בני הרמחים, אשר נתן המלך ליהודים, אשר בכל עיר ועיר להיקל ולעמוד על נפשם, להשמיד ולהרוג ולאבד את כל חיל עם ומדינה, הצרים אותם טף ונשים, ושללה לבוז, and to plunder their possessions. ביום אחד בכל מדינות המלך אחשוורוש, ב13 לחודש 12 הוא חודש אדר. Patshegin haktav, a copy of the royal edict, lehinaten dat mikol medinat umedina galui lekol ha'amim lehiot lahiudim atidim layom hazeh vahinakem me'oivehem. Haratzim, the couriers, Rokvei Harekesh, Hakashtaranim, Viatzu, Mevohalim Leviduchofim, Bidavar Hamelech, Vehadat Nitnah, Shushan Habira, and the decree was proclaimed in Shushan, the capital. Umordechai yatsa milifnei hamelech bilbush malchut ketket techelet vechur ve'ateret zahav ve'gedula v'takrich boots ve'argaman ve'ha'ir Shushan sohala v'samecha. And Mordecai went out from before the king, dressed in royal robes of turquoise and white, a magnificent crown of gold, a cloak of fine linen and purple wool. The city of Shushan sang for joy and was glad. ליהודים הייתה אורה ושמחה וששון ויקר. For the Jews there was light, gladness, joy, and honor. ובכל מדינה ומדינה ובכל עיר ועיר, מקום אשר דברי המלך ונתו מגיע, שמחה וששון ליהודים, משתה ויום טוב, ורבים מעמי הארץ מתייהדים, כי נפל פחד היהודים עליהם. ובשנים 10 קודש הוא קודש אדר, ב13 יום בו, אשר הגיע דבר המלך ודתו להעשות זאת ביום אשר שיברו אויבי היהודים לשלוט בהם, ונהפוך הוא אשר ישלטו היהודים המה בשונאיהם. It was turned around, namely they overcame the Jews, in fact prevailed over all their enemies. Nikalu ha-Yehudim, then there gathered the Jews, be'arehem, b'kol medinot hamelech Achashverosh, lishloach yad, b'makshe ra'atam, ואיש לא עמד לפניהם, כי נפל פקדם על כל העמים, for their fill of fear of them over all the people. וכל שרי המדינות, והחשדרפנים והפקות, לעושי המלאכה אשר למלך, מנשאים את היהודים, כי נפל פחד מרדכי עליהם. כי גדול מרדכי בבית המלך, ושם הולך בכל המדינות. כי האיש מרדכי הולך וגדול. This man Mordecai was gaining in power. והכו היהודים בכל אויביהם, מחת קרב והרג ועבדם, ועשו בשונאיהם כרצונם. They did to those who hated them as they willed. ובשושן הבירה, in Shushan the capital, הרגו היהודים באבד 500 איש, ואת פרשנדתה, ואת טלפון, ואת אספתה, ואת פורתה, ואת אדליה, ואת ארידתה, ואת פרמשתה, ואת אריסאי, ואת ארידאי, ואת ועשרת בני המן צורר היהודים, הרגו ובביזה לא שלחו את ידם. ביום ההוא במספר הרוגים בשושן הבירה לפני המלך. ויאמר המלך לאסתר המלכה בשושן הבירה, הרגו היהודים באבד 500 איש, ואת 10 בני המן. מדינות המלך מעשו. ומה שאלתך ויתנינתך לך, and what is your wish, it shall be granted to you. ומה בקשתך עוד ותעש. ותאמר אסתר אם על המלך טוב. And responded Esther, if to the king it seems good. ויינתן גם מחר ליהודים אשר בשושן לעשות כדת היום, ואת 10 בני המן על העץ. ויאמר המלך לעשות כן, והינתן דעת בשושן, ואת 10 בני המן ויקהלו, and they assembled. היהודים אשר בשושן גם ביום 14 לחודש אדר, והרגו בשושן 300 איש, ובביזה לא שלחו את ידם. But on the plunder they did not lay a hand.
ושאר היהודים אשר במדינות המלך נקהלו ועמוד על נפשם ונוח מאויביהם. They rested from their oives. והרוג בשונאיהם 75,000. ובביזה לא שלחו את ידם. They didn't touch the spoils. ביום 13 לחודש אדר, ונוח ב14 בו, ועשו אותו יום משתה ושמחה. והיהודים אשר בשושן נקהלו ב13 בו, וב14 בו, ונוח ב15 בו, ועשו אותו יום משתה ושמחה. על כן היהודים הפרזים היושבים בערי הפרזות, in the faraway places, עושים את יום 14 לחודש אדר שמחה ומשתה ויום טוב ומשלוח מנות איש לרעהו. ויכתוב מרדכי את הדברים האלה, וישלח ספרים אל כל היהודים אשר בכל מדינות המלך אחשוורוש, הקרובים והרחוקים, nearby and far away. לקיים עליהם להיות עושים את יום 14 לחודש אדר ואת יום 15 בו בכל שנה ושנה. Observe this every year. כימים אשר נחו והם היהודים מאויביהם, והחודש אשר נהפך להם מיגון לשמחה ומאבל ליום טוב, ליום טוב, לעשות אותם ימי משתה ושמחה ומשלוח מנות איש לרעהו ומתנות לאביונים. וקיבל היהודים את אשר החלו לעשות ואת אשר כתב מרדכי עליהם. The Jews accepted what Mordecai had written. כי המן בן המדתה הגגי, צורר קור היהודים, חשב על היהודים לאבדם, והפיל פור הוא הגורל לחומם ולאבדם. ובבואה לפני המלך אמר עם הספר ישוב מחשבתו הרעה אשר חשב על היהודים על ראשו. What he thought to do to the Jews should go upon his own head. ותלו אותו ואת בניו על העץ. על כן קראו לימים האלה פורים על שם הפור. על כן את כל דברי האיגרת הזאת. ומה ראו על ככה ומה הגיע עליהם. קימו וקיבלו היהודים עליהם ועל זרעם ועל כל הנלווים עליהם, ולא יעבור להיות עושים את שני הימים האלה ככתבם וכזמנם בכל שנה ושנה. והימים האלה נזכרים ונעשים בכל דור ודור. משפחה ומשפחה, מדינה ומדינה ועיר ועיר, וימי הפורים האלה לא יעברו מתוך היהודים, וזכרם לא יסוף מזרעם. ותכתוב אסתר המלכה בת אביחיל ומרדכי היהודי את כל תוקף with all authority לקיים את איגרת הפורים הזאת השנית. רגע אחד, צריכה מים. וישלח ספרים אל כל היהודים אל 27 מדינה מלכות אחשוורוש, דברי שלום, peace ואמת, לקיים את ימי הפורים האלה בזמניהם, כאשר קיים עליהם מרדכי היהודי ואסתר המלכה, yay, both of them, וכאשר קיימו על נפשם ועל זרם דברי הצומות וזעקתם. ומאמר אסתר קיים דברי הפורים האלה, ונכתב בספר.
וישם המלך אחשוורוש מס הארץ ויהיה הים בכל מעשה תקפו וגבורתו, פרשת גדולת מרדכי אשר גילו המלך. הלא הם כתובים על ספר דברי הימים למלכי מדי ופרס, all the deeds of his power and of his might, and the account of the greatness of Mordecai, to which he was raised by the king. They are all written in a book, the royal chronicles of the kings of Media and Persia. Ki Mordecai HaYehudi Mishnei Lemelech Achashverosh Vegadol Yahudim Veratzui Lerov Echad Doresh Tov Le'amo Udover Shalom Lekol Zaro. For Mordecai the Jew was second to King Ahasuerus, and a great man among the Jews, and esteemed by all his brethren, and thought the good of his people, speaking peace to all his kin.
נברך את עין הגבורה המתגברת על מכשולים, הרבה את ריבנו, הדנה את דיננו, התומכת במהפכתנו, המכוונת את כוונתנו, ומוציאה אותנו ממצרינו. ברוכה את אל שדי, הופכת גורלות, הנותנת גבורה, לעמה ישראל, יא הגיבורה. Okay, we did it.
Yay!
Yay!
All right,
Yehudim ora,
7:43. So
Yehudim haita ora,
Simcha v'sason vikar.
Yehudim haita ora, v'simcha v'sason vikar. Yehudim haita ora, v'simcha v'sason vikar. Yehudim haita ora, v'simcha v'sason vikar. Ay 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 ay. La Yehudim haita ora v'simcha v'sason vikar. La Yehudim haita ora v'simcha v'sason vikar. La Yehudim haita ora v'simcha v'sason vikar. Ken tiyeh lanu. May their joy be our blessing. Ay la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ay la ya la 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 ay la ya la 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 ya la 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 ay 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 ay.
Woo! I love Zelensky.
Kol hakavod. Purim Sameach to everybody.
Everybody, hold on. There's going to be lots of time for singing and dancing. The joy has just begun.
Switch over.
Wait, no. The joy has just begun. However, we're taking a moment now for anybody who wants to say Kaddish, since we have a minyan. So I would like anybody who has lost someone in the last 7 days to speak their name now.
Richard Marks.
Okay, in the last 30 days.
Larry Schumann.
In the last year.
Leon Litwell.
Beverly Jackson.
Jerry Loeb, Fanny Hartman.
Big Kaplan.
Lorelei, Trina Carroll Michon, Arthur Stern, Jeff Graham.
And anyone who is observing a yahrzeit, I know that this is the yahrzeit for Ruvain's brother, so he would always lead this part of the service when they were here in the Bay Area.
I'm
Any
observing the
more?
yard site for my grandfather, Victor Shero.
I'm observing a yard site for my mother who died 3 days before Purim many years ago.
Okay, all those who are in mourning and those whose tradition it is to rise, please rise now. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach yirutei, ve'amlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'v'yamechon v'chayei v'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agala u'v'zman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ul'mei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal. Shmei dukudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Ya'miran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'levavav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen.
Amen. Thank you,
Why don't you
Sophie.
get the other?
Thank you, Sophie.
I have one ahead.
Wow, we finished so early. My God.
It's
Fantastic.
okay because we still have to set up for
We have
the
to set up,
Purim
yeah.
Spiel.
So the spiel is coming up, folks.
Okay, so Purimshpielers, if you are in the room right now, and I think not all of you are here, but hopefully most of you, please change your name to what it should be on the participants bar, like .1 and your character's name. And this is a science project, so we can see if if this is going to work. Because we're doing theater in the two-dimensional, not theater in the round. Next year, let it be so that we will be doing in real life and on Zoom, hybrid for people far and near and in real life. Back at the new remodeled, maybe, God willing, Ashkenaz. Okay. So we can be we can be four-dimensional there, but right now we're two-dimensional. So one of the challenges for the Purimshpiel is being able to spotlight people on the screen and being able to find them, because we have 76 people in this room. And every time a person turns on or off their camera or their microphone, the whole participant bar jumps. So if you're not in the Purimshpiel, we're going to want you to have your microphones off for the Purimshpiel when it starts. And if you are in the Purimshpiel, please change your names now on the screen so I can know where you are. Daniel Tove, that means you, and Shoshana Denbitz and Abigail Grafton, if you're here, please do that. Sky, hopefully you're here.
Lorelei, the people can be off the screen if we take our pictures off, and only the people on the spiel will be on the screen.
Yes, that's true theoretically as well, but it's even more weirdly complicated.
You want us to do that? All of us to stop our videos? I don't like that. I don't
know. I don't care if you have your videos on or not, but you have to have your microphones on when it starts.
And we can agree to be disorganized.
Disorganized religion, it's my favorite.
Right.
If
we say Shalom Aleichem to Carol Saveda, who's joining us tonight, our special friend. So happy to see you looking great, Carol. She just disappeared.
If other people have their video on, then won't they come up on the screen as well, Lorelei?
No,
that's the point.
No, because I'm going to be spotlighting people. Okay.
If you spotlight the crew, then you're all right. When you be on speaker, you do.
Hi la 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 la, I ways mir yalla 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 la la yalla yalla, hi la 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 yalla, hi yalla la la la, ya la 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 yalla la la la, hi la 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 la, yalla yalla la 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 yalla yalla. Ay la 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 ya la 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 oi 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 ya la 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 ay 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 a good Purim 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 a good Purim a good yor a good Purim 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 a gut Purim, a gut jo. Siehst doch ein der Jontef Purim, graget jeden Macharash, und a soft zum Besen, Homen, make of Haman a Homen Tash. Aizut Purim, a gut Purim, a gut Purim, a gut yor, a gut Purim, 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 a gut Purim, put yor, una soft am Besen, putten, machfunim a homentash, una soft zum Besen putten, macht von ihm der Homentash, make of him a Homentash. Yai lai yai da da ya la la ya la la yai lai ya la la lai lai lai. Hai dai da da dam ba da dam ba da dam. Hai dai da dam ba dam bam. Ay, 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 ay. Komm mir alle sein zufrieden, sissa Jontef heint, jeden Orim, Borim, Gorim, Dorim. Singt a Liederle von Purim, singt a Liederle von Purim, singt a Liederle von Purim, a Liederle von Purim. Ay, 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 ay. 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 Oh, da 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 da. Ya da 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 dam. Ya da 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 da. A Liederle von Purim. Ay, 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 ay. 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 A gute Purim, a zisa Purim, a happy Purim to everyone.
Thank you, Ami. I just need to give a few directions to our players. Daniel Tove, can you hear the sound of my voice? Daniel Tove, Daniel Howard.
I hear you, matey. I hear you loud and clear.
Great. So please change your name.
I'm working on that. Thank you.
All right. And everybody who is in the Purimshpiel, keep your cameras on. Do not turn them off. Keep them on. You have to black it out with your special little black cloth. We will be doing that, but do not turn them off. And everybody else who's not in the Purimshpiel, turn your microphones off. You can keep your cameras on, turn your microphones off. We have appointed booers for Haman. Sky is going to introduce the play and tell you all about it. So I just want to make sure I know where everyone is. Daniel, please change your name. And I think it looks like everybody else is in place. So thank you. Okay. Sky?
Yes, I will be with you momentarily.
Okay.
Wait for the delay. Hey, wow, I'm so glad to see everybody here. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Oh, you look lovely.
All right, wonderful. So, well, dudes and doodlers, this is so awesome to be here with you on Purim. Oh my gosh, it's so great. We've got some fun ahead for you. And I just want to, I want to recognize the people who have been doing this spiel, the real deal Purim players who've been doing this for so many years, and Rob Katz and Lincoln Spector, who have written together, the most incredible plays for like the last 20 years. I mean, certainly 19 years ago, because that's the cycle of the moon when Purim landed on St. Patty's Day before. So let's give them, even if it's silent, a round of applause, really in gratitude for everything that they've done. Wow. And I'm always in awe of their writing and their talents and of this play. I heard there wasn't going to be a play, and Abigail talked me into doing this. So pick it up. We've not had a lot of time, but people have really stepped up and put a lot of work into this. So let's see, what else? So I'm just going to remind you to mute yourselves and to put yourself on in the speaker view, or not the gallery view, because it says different things in different people's computers. So, but just so you know, you're not in gallery view, and that way you will get the best viewing pleasure, because whoever is in the scene, and only those who are in the scene, will be on your screen. So we're going to have a wonderful overture, just like all musicals, to set the mood and enjoy the play.
Welcome, lads and lasses, and let me set the scene. Tonight our Purim players will be wearing lots of green, because when Erev Purim falls upon St. Paddy's Day, there'll be Jewish stars and shamrocks and a St. Paddy's Purim play. Top of the evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Katie O'Neill's the name. A happy St. Patrick's Day Purim to y'all. Yes, St. Patrick's Day Purim. You say, tomorrow's my St. Patrick's Day, sure as there are shamrocks in Shannon. But it's also your Purim. So, what do you know? 2 raisins to get drunk, as if we needed any raisin at all. Tonight, wherever Irish gather, pints of Manischewitz are being hoisted, while Jews the world over are saying Kiddush over cups of Guinness. But before we get on with the festivities, I'd like to introduce my 2 mates, Moshe from Israel.
Salam.
And Mohammed from Palestine.
Shalom!
Yes, Moshe and Mohammed wanted to get away from a land where there was religious strife, fighting over territory, terrorism.
So we moved to Northern Ireland.
Because they wouldn't let us into Afghanistan.
And wouldn't you know, through the will of Allah or sheer dumb luck, they were in the same pub at the same time when I, Katie O'Neill, ex-IRA officer, walked in.
And I, being an ex-Mossad assassin.
And I, being a former Hamas terrorist.
We discovered we all had a great deal in common.
Such as making fun of the British.
So, after a pint or 2.
Or 12.
We decided then and there to form our own organization.
Israelis.
Islamists.
And Irish for
the interruption of
insanity. Or as we like to call it, the ay-ay-ay-ay-ay.
Ay-ay-ay-ay-ay.
So remember that. Whenever you're faced with fascism or fanaticism in any form, don't let it get to you. Sweep it out, wipe it out, throw it out. Yes, clean it all out by saying, ay, 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 ay. Now, as the first official act of the ay, 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 we decided to join forces to rewrite this St. Patrick's Day Purimshpiel you're about to say.
A version of this play was first performed in 2003 at Ashkenaz in Berkeley, back in the glorious pre-pandemic days, when 200 people could crowd together in a medium-sized dance venue without a second thought.
And no one gave a tinker's damn about your vaccine status.
Hey, and you only wore a mask if it was part of your Purim costume. But tonight, we need to meet on Zoom.
Because even in plague times, the show must go on.
So, with that business out of the way, let me ask you this. Why is this Purim different from all other Purims? Well, I'm told that your rabbis say that on Purim you're supposed to get so drunk that you can't tell the difference between Mordechai and... What's that fellow's name? Ah, yes. Haman.
Yeah, woo!
But this year, you should get extra drunk so that you can tell the difference
between Abbas and Netanyahu.
Between Hamas and Likud.
Between Bernie Sanders and Ted Cruz. And this Purimshpiel is written in that spirit. So, happy St. Patrick's Day Purim to you all.
Well, here's a Purim story co-wrote by Kate O'Neill. Yes, here's the crazy tale of our St. Patrick's Purimshpiel, where the Jews all will be Irish as we will soon reveal. That's the way things are in our St. Patrick's Purimshpiel. Sometimes the world's so awful, it makes you wanna cry. Now we're here to the rescue, the I. Where the Persians all are British, and Esther must conceal her Jewish Irish self in our St. Patrick's Purimshpiel. We hope this mixed up story will to you all appeal. So listen to the tale of our St. Patrick's Purimshpiel. Yes, listen to the tale of our St. Patrick's Purimshpiel.
Yay! Now, our story begins with the Persian Jews being oppressed.
They're poor. They're picked on by the Persian police and denied basic rights.
And negotiations between the Jews and Persians are at a standstill.
And against that background, King Ahasuerus is celebrating his latest military conquest with a great 7-day feast in the capital city of Shushan. That was his great military conquest. You all may know the story. Vashti won't dance in the nude at the king's request.
The king might have tolerated her refusal to dance, but she went too far when she tweeted about it with a Me Too hashtag.
He had no choice but to banish her and get a new queen. So he consults with his new prime minister, Haman, about how that will be done.
Well, Haman, what have you got there for me?
Oh, yes, your most magisterial majesty. This is a decree going forth throughout the empire that you are choosing a new queen. All unmarried virgins.
That's good. I have no use for the married virgins.
Quite so. To all unmarried virgins of the Persian Empire who have exceptional character, integrity, beauty, and modesty, who would be the next queen? Is something the matter, your majesty?
Well, frankly, Haman, I want to know whether the word beauty is really strong enough. Wouldn't we rather say that she should be exceedingly beautiful? Would that be considered, I don't know, unsportsmanlike?
No, your majesty. We can say exceedingly beautiful.
What about adding that she should be voluptuous? Would that be, I dare say, excessively vulgar?
No, your majesty. I don't believe excessively voluptuous is vulgar.
I'm not saying that she should be endowed with huge bosombas.
No, your majesty, not in a royal decree.
No, I don't suppose so.
But we can say she should be endowed most prominently with those attributes for which women are especially prized.
Yes, jolly well said. Wait, what was that?
It sounds like a bomb went off.
And so it had. A bomb detonated by a secret terrorist organization. Here they are in their headquarters.
You're on mute. We can't hear you.
Well, we did it. We blew them to bloody hell right in the main street of Shushan. Now they'll know the Jewish cause is something to be reckoned with.
What a team we are. Persian Jews, unstoppable warriors, graduates from throwing rocks to hurling Mazel Tov cocktails.
Aaron, Miriam, I just heard the news. Great job. And because of your brave act, I hereby officially induct you into the IRA.
The Israeli Revolutionary Army. Thanks, Mike. This is a great honor.
Yeah, this is a proud moment for the both of us.
Well, you know, you join a noble cause, you do. The Persian tyrants have been the scourge of the Israelis, I tell you. 'Tis they who were behind the many troubles that beset us. Let me tell you about that. Let me tell you more about that. Do you suffer from scurvy and goiter and gout, from despair and distemper, depression and doubt? If your children are brats and your wife won't put out, well, it's all the fault of the Persians. Your bank account's empty, you're hating your work and your wages are low, your boss is a jerk, and a free cup of coffee is your only perk. Why, it's all the fault of the Persians. The Persians, they're always on the attack. The Persians, why, it's time we be fighting back. Are you strung out on opium, cocaine, and meth, feeling stiffness and numbness and shortness of breath? Do you suffer from old age, sickness, and death? Ha! You can bet your salt, let's call a halt. Well, it's all the fault of the Persians.
Well, that's as may be, but what about Mordechai? He'll be mad as hell when he finds out about this.
Well, who gives a fiddler's curse about Mordecai? So what if he calls himself the leader of the Israelish community in Persia? The devil take him, and all the other lawyers and politicians wagging their tongues till kingdom come.
Hello, Mordecai.
Well, as I live and breathe, do I have the honor of being in the presence of the lads whose brilliant execution of terrorist strategy has left 16 innocent people dead? Very commendable.
Then you're not mad.
Shut up, Aaron.
Mad? Our negotiations with the Persian government have completely broken down. No one in the government will even return my calls. Why should I be mad?
Negotiations broken down? The negotiations are so much hot air. Nothing will be settled except when blood is spilt. Mordecai, have you not read your history? Do you not remember that the Pharaoh refused to let our people go until the slaying of the firstborn?
And if Ahasuerus is our Pharaoh, then who would you be, Mike? God and Moses rolled into one.
Come on, lads.
And with that, Mordecai goes to visit his younger cousin Esther with an unusual request.
Esther, my dear, how are you?
Well, how should I be doing at a time? How can anyone be doing at a time like this with all the bad news I'm hearing? But you know, I'm ready for action. I can lick any man or woman in a boxing match. Anyone who messes with the Jewish people is going to get a fistful of Esther.
No, I don't want you to be fighting. Remember, my dear cousin, how I brought you up with a non-sexist, gender-blind, egalitarian, self-esteem enhancing upbringing?
Of course.
Well, I want you to enter a beauty contest.
What? But why?
So you can become the new queen. Because after 30 years of painstakingly cultivating a relationship with the king and the royal family, I am now completely denied access, completely shut out. You become queen access again.
But how can I win a beauty contest? What do I know about beauty? You
Believe,
never even let me wear makeup.
believe me, Esther, you're a natural.
And so it came to pass that Esther showed up at the palace for a chance to win the contest and become the queen.
And what do you think you're doing, dearie?
Practicing me boxing.
I know you've been practicing.
I'm practicing my boxing.
Well, I know you're practicing your bleeding boxing, but what I want to know is why you're practicing boxing on the eve of the bleeding palace beauty contest. That's what I'm wanting to know.
Oh, I plan to box for the talent portion of the beauty contest. And whom, may I ask, are you?
Who am I? Who am I? I'm Haggai. Been here since before the floods, I have. Witnessed the king himself. I knows everything that goes on in the palace, who's doing what to whom, and where all the bodies are buried.
Do you think that boxing is a bad idea in a beauty contest?
Tis a little strange, I'll grant you, but I think the king will like you. He fancies a girl who's got a little fight in her, he does. You're such a beauty. I think you've got a sporting chance to be the next queen.
Do you really think so?
Of course, lovey, of course. As long as you take guidance from your old mother, Haggai, a queen's crown shall be yours. If you want to be royalty, you'll succeed with some help from me. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Oh, because you're lovely.
Lots of gowns beautiful and new, little jewels and parties and servants too. Even though I'm a Jew, oh, because I'm lovely.
Just think of all the things you'll do when you are raised up high.
And the greatest thing of all is being a Jewish spy. I want him for wealth and power, no? He wants me for my beauty, so there'll be a quid pro quo because I'm lovely, lovely,
loverly,
lovely, lovely.
And as we all know, Esther became the queen, and everything seemed to be going well.
But then came that feller, Haman, to meddle. You see, he had that thing about people bowing down to him.
What's going on?
Prime Minister, and I am great. People bow or they meet their fate. Oh, it's you, Mordecai. It's you, Haman. Mordecai, we command you to bow down before us.
We, all I see is you.
As you are aware, I am referring to the royal we. We are referring to the royal we.
But you're not royalty, Haman.
Nevertheless, I mean, we command you to bow down to us. I mean, we.
On what authority?
By authority of the royal decree that commands you to bow down before the prime minister.
Wrong, Haman. We lobbied last year to get that decree amended. Now we only have to bow down to real royalty. And as we've already established, you're not real royalty.
But, lawyer.
But Haman would not accept defeat. He struck back.
What have you got for me there, Haman?
Another decree cracking down on the Jewish community, whom we are certain is responsible for the bombings that have been going on. This decree has a number of minor but highly effective changes, like blowing up houses of suspected Jewish terrorists, suspending the civil liberties of the Jewish people.
They have civil liberties?
Unfortunately, their leader Mordecai has successfully lobbied to give his people a few rights, but not for long, Your Majesty. Our response to terrorism must be unwavering and preemptive. The Jewish people are not like us. They claim to be God's chosen people. They are loud and vulgar. They vote for Democrats.
We see your point.
And then I have a second decree prohibiting the teaching in Persian schools that Persians discriminate against Jews. It's a ban on what's called critical religion theory.
Quite so. We wouldn't want to upset the three little children by suggesting that Persians discriminate.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Meanwhile, Aaron, who you may remember from Scene 2, one of the radical Jewish co-conspirators, has been pondering Mordecai's words about the use of violence. He consults a rabbi on this very point.
Rabbi, I've got to talk to you.
Oh, well, I visit my old friend, Aaron. I never thought I'd see you here. And when, might I ask, was the last time you were in consulted with a rabbi conversation?
Well, Rabbi, let me get to the point. I've been involved in the IRA's bombings in Shushan.
Boy, this is a terrible thing you've done, me boy. Killing innocent people, a grievous sin. And you haven't been such a fine lad, a fine, fine lad. Boy, like I always say, there's no such thing as a bad boy, just a good boy gone bad. And then there's a bad boy that got worse. And then, on the other hand, there's that Putin fellow.
Rabbi, that's why I'm here. I want to mend my ways and quit the IRA. But if I betray them, I know they'll kill me.
Doesn't matter. You have to turn from your wicked ways and quit the IRA. Say 10 Shemahs and 8 Bruchas and sin no more. Now, that was a Jewish star, mind you. Let me show you again. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, watch, kidney, liver. A Jewish star.
And so Aaron seeks out Mordecai to tell him some dire news.
Mordecai, Mordecai, I've been waiting for you to come home.
Aaron, is this you? What are you doing?
Shh, I'm in disguise.
As what, an Orthodox laundry?
I've decided to quit the IRA.
Excellent lad, you finally come to your senses.
But there's something else. My Cohen and the boys have planted their own man in the ranks of the palace guard to kill the king tonight.
Are you willing to go to the palace in disguise and point this man out to me?
Hey, I'm already ready.
And so it came to pass that Mordecai arranged a secret meeting with Esther.
I got here as quick as I could. What's wrong? You're looking a little pale.
Everything's wrong. I reported a plot to kill the king to the chief of palace security, but now the security chief has mysteriously disappeared. And who's claiming credit for foiling the plot? Haman!
Oh!
He's blaming it on the entire Jewish people. So Jews are being rounded up and gallows are being built. There's a warrant out for my arrest. And now the IRA is out to kill me for betraying them. And that, my dear niece, is why I'm looking a little pale.
This is terrible. But you have to realize the way they have me penned up in this damned palace. Oh, my God. Aaron, you're bleeding.
I'm dying.
To you, lad.
It was the IRA. They got me for betraying them. And 'twas my best friend, Mariam.
Hang on, laddie. We'll get the royal physician.
It's too late for that.
Oh, my God. He's dead.
This is all my fault. If it hadn't been for me egging him on, this lad would still be alive today. And if I hadn't been so puffed up with pride, I would have just bowed down to Haman. And not gotten him so mad at the Jewish people. And I should have made more phone calls to North Carolina in the last election.
Now, you can't be blaming yourself for everything.
Well, I've got to accept blame where blame is due.
Enough of this already. Enough. I've had as much of this as I can stand. The two of you are making me sick.
What? Who are you?
You wouldn't happen to be Elijah.
Wrong holiday. No, I'm a leprechaun. Why else would I wear so much green?
Aren't leprechauns supposed to be teeny?
Oi, that's all I hear. You're a leprechaun. You're supposed to be tiny. Aren't you tiny? When I was a wee lad, I was tiny. Now I look at a piece of cake, 5 pounds. I look at a piece of cheesecake, 8 pounds.
You don't sound like a leprechaun.
What? You're expecting Tura, Lura, 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 Lu. Top of the morning to you. Hey, if you biblical Jewish characters can sound like you're from County Cork, I can sound like a Jew from New York.
Okay, so what are you doing here?
I've been sent from the leprechaun world to deliver a message. First, Mordecai, stop blaming yourself for what's past. You did the best you could.
Okay.
But you should make sure that you work only for the higher good and not get hung up in your ego and look for help in low places.
Low places?
It'll make sense by scene 11. And now I've got something to say to both of you. Enough already with the doubt and despair. Just trust yourselves. Follow your heart. Don't be afraid to take risks. And things will turn out okay. Unless, of course, you invest in cryptocurrency.
It's hard to believe things will turn out okay.
Believe me, they will. You'll become heroes. You'll wind up in the Bible. You'll have your own holiday.
Our own holiday? You mean like Yom Kippur?
No, more like St. Patrick's Day. Oh, and one more thing. I'm supposed to give you something to remember. Remember these 5 magic words, and you can use them to confront fascism and fanaticism. And they are, ay, 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 ay. Now you say it.
Ay, 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 ay.
Not bad for Zoom. You should remember these words all the days of your life and write them as a sign upon your eyes and write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates and under your refrigerator magnets.
Okay.
Oh, my God, I got to run. I just can't stand here flapping my gob with you guys all night long. There are 10 other shuls that want to put me there for Spiels this year. Oi, ich wär so sein a leprechaun.
Wait, he's gone.
Well, let's see. We have to work for the higher good, not get hung up in our egos, look for help under refrigerator magnets.
No, in low places.
Wait. Oh, wait. Wait a second. I think I got it.
Got what?
A way out of this mess. Let me explain.
And you know the story. How Esther throws a big party and invites the king and Haman. Almost everyone you say who's here is a Persian VIP. It's clear at this fun-filled, no cup will be unfilled celebration, Esther's royal feast.
So, my dear queen, you asked me here tonight along with Haman. And you specifically requested that my trusty old servant Haggai be present.
Hello, your majesties.
And my dear king, I have a surprise guest for you.
Oh, jolly good. Ever since I've been a child, I've loved surprises.
It's you. This man is wanted for treason. He must be arrested at once.
Esther, how do you know this man?
He's my cousin, but he's raised me as if I was his own daughter.
But he's a Jew.
And so am I. And it was this man, Mordecai, who foiled the plot to assassinate you, not Haman. It's true, isn't it, Haman?
Mordecai.
Your Majesty.
That's a lie.
Your Majesty, I humbly crave your pardon. But if I may be permitted to ask your servant Haggai some questions.
We object. This man is a traitor.
Objection overruled. And Haman, understand that only we can properly say the royal we.
We understand. We mean I understand. I mean.
Go ahead, Mordecai, ask your questions, but understand that your life dangles by a thread.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Haggai, do you know me?
Of course I do, Ducky. You're the bloke who's the head of the Jewish Persian Federation of Associated Organizations. You used to come to the palace all the time to plead for your people, and a mighty fine solicitor you was.
Thank you. And when was the last time you saw me?
Let me see. About a fortnight ago. And you was talking to the head of the palace security.
And was that not the night before he disappeared?
Objection. Leading the witness.
We'll allow it. Answer the question.
Well, blimey, I believe it was.
And what were we talking about, the head of palace security and I?
Well, how should I know, love? I'm not one who goes in for eavesdropping and idle gossip now, am I?
Damn it, woman. You're the one we depend on to find out what's happening.
But your majesty knows that I only talks when you orders me to.
Well, we're ordering.
'Twas now in the palace, I heard all the malice. The plot was to kill you. It's true, don't you know? But Mordecai saved you. His spirit was brave. You should thank him and keep him alive, alive, ho, alive, alive, ho, alive, alive, ho. You should thank him and keep him alive, alive, ho. Now Morty's a hero, while Haman did zero. Now listen to Haggai and you surely will know that if you knew the debt you owed Morty, I'll bet that you surely would keep him alive, alive, ho, alive, alive, ho, alive, alive, ho. Then surely you'll keep him alive, alive, oh.
What? So you're saying Mordecai uncovered the plot, not Haman?
Your Majesty, are you going to take the word of your own Persian-born prime minister, or the testimony of a meddling servant and a seditious Israelish?
And the testimony of your own queen, for I tell you Mordecai is as honest as a nun.
And we've known Haggai for years, and we dare say she's beyond reproach.
Your Majesty, if I were you, I would suspend Haman from the Prime Minister's office pending further investigation.
We'll make the decisions around here. Haman, you are hereby suspended from the Prime Minister's office pending.
Do you know what it's like to be the Prime Minister to an old fool like you? Well, I'm not going to let you ruin everything I've worked so hard for. The palace guards are nowhere in the vicinity, and I'm not going to let you get out of here alive.
Now, Esther.
There.
Jolly good show.
I always say if you want something straightened out, you need to go to a woman.
And now it's time for some changes around here. Mordecai, we owe you an enormous debt of gratitude. Perhaps there's a position suitable for you in my government.
Well, the Prime Minister's office is up for grabs.
Why, yes, that's a capital idea.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Now, if only we could stop the IRA.
No one can stop the IRA.
How did they get in here? I thought we're being guarded by the Capitol Police.
The Capitol Police? The Capitol Police are nowhere in the vicinity, and you're not getting out of here alive.
This is starting to get tiresome. What is this, Assassinate the King week?
We're here to take care of you, and Mordecai, too.
But Mike, the king just told me he was going to appoint me prime minister. Now we can lawfully claim our rights as Jews.
Who gives a dental damn? No one betrays the IRA. No one.
Well, Mike, I've only one response to that. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. And what do you say to that, Miriam?
I don't know, Mike. Maybe we should rethink this, now that Mordecai is prime minister and all.
Too, Miriam. You're all traitors, the lot of you.
Oh, shut up, you old windbag. And that was for Aaron. Maybe they should make our holiday Boxing Day.
So there you have it. Insanity interrupted not once, but twice.
the insanity of terrorists.
And the anti-terrorists.
And we ask you to remember that if we can make progress toward peace in Northern Ireland,
we can make progress anywhere.
So remember, follow your hearts. Don't be afraid to take risks.
And above all, remember these words to confront fascism and fanaticism in all its forms. Ay, 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 ay. Well, now you've heard our story, yes, now you've heard our tale. Now you know insanity does not need to prevail.
The hatred and the violence is what we have to kill. We hope we've done our part in this St. Patrick Purimshpiel.
And if you want a moral, we'll tell it to you plain. The ones who use the guns won't be the ones to reap the gain.
We've tried to entertain you and also keep it real. Now let's make life turn out like our St. Patrick's Purimshpiel. Yes, let's make life turn out like our St. Patrick's Purimshpiel. L'chaim!
Joel and Lenny Chipper are on, Rob. I just got Joel and Lenny.
Yeah. Did it. Gewalt.
We did it.
Mazel tov. Purimshpielers. Gewalt. I can't believe it. Okay, now we can, now we go slipping and sliding into the Purim zone.
No, we need a curtain call first. Can you put us
Curtain
all on
call.
the screen?
People, we would like to bring our director, Sky Pellicrow, out.
Hooray!
For a big thank you. Are you there?
Sky.
Hey, Sky. Guy, the faithful servant, always on call, always to be believed. Katie, the ex-IRA agent and poetess. The Rabbi Leprechaun.
Look at them top of the evening to you. Yes, St. Patrick's Day. Purim.
Moshe. And Aaron. And Oi, Hashla Erash. Where's our Esther?
Yay!
Amen.
Yay!
All right. I don't know. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't put any more spotlights on because there's 9 people on.
What happened to Miriam? What happened to Miriam, our youngin?
Miriam and I can go.
I'm going to turn off some of the spotlights so I can add some more people in because they will only let me spotlight 9 at a time.
Oh, 9. Oh,
only
terrible.
9. So wait a minute now. Where did
Miriam
go? Did she move her thing? I cannot find her. Miriam. When Miriam, there she is.
Miriam,
okay. There she is.
Next
Who am I
generation.
still missing? I think Mordecai.
Michael Love.
Wait.
Michael Cohen.
Mike Cohen. Where's Mike Cohen? Oh, Cohen. Don't forget about Mike.
Yay.
Mike Cohen. Yay!
Thank you,
We
Lorelai.
get everybody our
Lorelai.
fantastic cast.
Yay,
Yes, nobody knows how many hours of rehearsal went into
Nobody
this.
knows.
Nobody will ever
No
know.
one wants to remember either.
Nobody wants to remember. Let's forget about it and have fun.
Amen.
That's what we're doing next, people.
So, Kate, you ready to start the Blarney?
Now we're
Let's
ready to start the party with Ami Goodman.
Start the Blarney. Yep.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Sky,
Thank
for your
you so
direct
much,
support.
everyone, for coming.
Yay. All right, friends.
Purim, good Purim.
Let's go ahead and continue with some singing. We
Got music,
Thank you,
folks.
Sky. Thank you, thank you,
we
thank you.
have with
Got
us
lots of good music. Yeah.
we have some superb singers. Let's go ahead and screen share the words.
Man, we can.
Here they come. Here they come, my friends. My good friends. Okay.
This should be good.
Let's make this a little bigger here. It's kind of small. Okay.
Good.
So we're going to start off with just a refrain from the line from the Megillah we just read. La Yehudim Haita Ora. Everyone, if you're not singing, I mean, if you are singing, mute yourself. If you're not singing, mute yourselves. Guys, mute yourselves so we can hear ourselves. La Yehudim Haita Ora. As in.
Okay, so Mordecai.
Sorry.
Oh,
Ali, unmute yourself, please. Everybody else, mute yourself, please.
Okay, let me.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I got muted. Let me just reshare that screen, and then we'll jump right on it, my friends. Here it comes. Okay. I'm sorry. Let's do it one more time. Be patient. One more time. I'm going to screen share the right screen. Gewalt. Okay. Let's see where are the screen shares. There it is. There we are. Okay. Let's try it again. My good friends, my dear friends. There we are. Okay. I hope we can all see that. Yeah. I take your silence as a yes. So let's move on. Tura ura. Which a tura lai, fadli lai, tura ura ura lai, which a tura lai, fadli lai, tura ura ura, lai hudim haita ora, vesimcha vesason vikar, lai hudim haita ora, vesimcha vesason vikar, which a tura lai, fadli lai. Tura ura ura lai, which a tura lai, faddle diddle die. Tura ura ura. For all the Jews there was joyous light, with great and abundant thankfulness. Let that light shine for us today, and with joy and peace may we all be blessed. Which a tura lai, faddle diddle die. Tura ura ura lai, which a tura lai, faddle diddle die. Tura ura ura, yara la la la, yara la la la, yara la la la, yara la la la, hi la la, yara la la la, yara la la la, yara la la la, which a tura la, faddle diddle die. Tura ura ura la, which a tura la, faddle diddle die. Tura ura ura, tura ura. Tura ura, tora ora. Now we're moving on with our list of singers. I'm going to call on Rob Katz to share a song. Shall I stop screen sharing, Rob?
Yes, please, thanks. So this song is not exactly a Purim song, but it's in the spirit of Purim. And I'm wondering why. Okay.
Oh, I know. We have to get to.
So hold. Don't. Okay. So. Okay. The thing about this song is that. It's nothing in it is true. Every statement in this song pretty much is false. Democrat leaders run a child sex ring. It's a vast conspiracy explaining everything. You can be certain, you bet, 'cause I saw it on the internet. Don't get vaccinated, 'cause I tell you true. They'll install a microchip that's tracking what you do. I know that sounds crazy, and yet it's right there on the internet. No need to think about it. I'll send you a link about it. Then you'll do an about face. The truth that was concealed is now the truth revealed from our journey into cyberspace. Oh, those politicians can't credit what they say. There's an enormous plot to take our guns away. You can get the latest threat looking on the internet. Oh, I once was blind, now the truth I find. Now I see through the lies. Got my social media, and I don't need ya to try and convince me otherwise. The election was a fraud, there were so many crimes. Inner city residents voted 100 times. Don't talk to me, my mind is set from what's there on the internet. So much truth you can get looking on the internet. Thank you.
Thank you, Reb Rob and Reb Kathy. That was beautiful. Wow, that was a good song. And thank you for your original compositions. Yay, everyone, yay. Let's move on to Cantor Aviva. Chag Purim or Utzuetza, whichever you prefer.
Can you get Chag Purim up there?
I can. I'm going to share the screen right now with the miracle of modern technology.
Like he just said.
All right.
With the miracle of the internet.
How's that?
And please join me, everybody. Chag Purim, Chag Gadol hu ליהודים, מסכות, רשנים, זמירות, ריקודים. הווה לרישה, רש, 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 הווה לרישה, רש, 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 הווה לרישה, רש, 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 ברעשנים. You can grog your groggers when we say rush, rush, rush. Purim day, gladsome, joyous holiday. Happy throngs, singing songs, fast and dancing gay. Hava l'risha, hava l'risha, hava l'risha, bara'ashanim. Purim day, present giving holiday. Home and tash, good to eat, cakes and candy sweet. Round go the groggers, rush, rush, rush. Round go the roggers, rush, rush, rush. Round go the roggers, rush, rush, rush. This is Purim day.
Yay! Thank you, Reb Cantor. Okay, and we have Rob back up again for another song. I'll stop the screen share. You're muted, Rob.
Okay, I'm trying to get, if I could get speaker view, but okay, doesn't matter. So this song is called The World's Greatest Peace Song. And it's not the world's greatest peace song, it's a song about the world's greatest peace song. That's why it's called The World's Greatest Peace Song. When I sang for my friends the world's greatest peace song, they fell silent, then burst into thunderous applause. They ran into the streets, breaking minor traffic laws, to sing it to the hearing of a cheering throng who all love the world's greatest peace song. When people round the globe heard the world's greatest peace song, Palestinian and Israeli champagne glasses started clinking. ISIS slapped its collective forehead and said, "What were we thinking?" And Putin said, "You know, I've been in power way too long," when he heard the world's greatest peace song. Proponents of terror saw the error of their ways. From Hamas and Hezbollah to the CIA, Northern Southern Ireland were joyfully united. Even Donald Trump had to admit his presidency had been a bit misguided. Now there were open palms where once there had been fists, and Basque separatists became Basque togetherists. Sunni and Shiite realized when the song was sounded that their 1,000-year-old fight was entirely unfounded, and the Taliban proclaimed their ban on women's rights was wrong when they heard the world's greatest peace song. Yes, no one could resist the world's greatest peace song. Republicans and Democrats heard the song and went, aha! They commenced in joining hands and singing Kumbaya. China apologized for Tiananmen Square. Casinos gave their money back because they hadn't been playing fair. People everywhere would give each other a big hug. And when their team had lost, British soccer fans would just shrug. Criminals who once were feared now were only pitied. New immigrants were greeted by a welcoming committee. Rich folks said, "We don't pay enough, why don't you tax us more?" The South admitted it was wrong to start the Civil War. Finally, millions living in despair were suddenly filled with hope, and the College of Cardinals elected a woman pope. And even parents and their teenagers began to get along when they heard the world's greatest peace song. I now must confess that there is no such tune, but I hope someone writes it soon. Thank you. Peace and
Awesome. Shakora, beautiful song, Rob.
Wow, beautiful. Halavai.
Fantastic.
May it be so soon. Thank you. Wow. Hi. We move on to, thank you again, Rob and Kathy, for the beautiful. We move on to Daniel Tov. It's going to our Mike Cohen of the play and our penny whistler behind the scenes.
Chag Sameach, everyone. A serious song, traditional Irish song that almost everyone knows, Danny Boy, goes back to the 19th century. And my dad used to sing this song to me, and in his sweet baritone voice. And he used to play it on the harmonica as well. So I'll sing it back to him tonight. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. 'Tis you must go, but I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow and all the valleys hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be there in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And if you come when all the flowers are dying, and I am dead, as dead I may well be. You'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I shall hear, though soft you tread above me, and all my dreams will warm and sweeter be, if you'll not fail to tell me that you love me. And I will simply sleep in peace until you come to me. And I shall hear, though soft above you tread above me, and all my dreams will warm and sweeter be, if you'll not fail to tell me that you love me. And I will simply sleep in peace until you come to me.
Beautiful. You're a fine lad, the kind you write away for. You're beautiful. Thank you, Daniel Tov. All right, we move on to Reb Yonatan.
Yeah, can I share screen here?
Yes, you may. Go ahead.
All right, let's do something in Ladino. Okay, can you all hear me?
Yeah, we
Okay.
hear you. We can see you. Go for it.
Esta noche de Purim no duermen los alawim, haciendo las salvas para lo desposedas. Vivas tú y viva yo, y vivan todos los judíos. Viva la reina Esther, que tan placer nos dio. Haman el mamzer, mucho el mal quiso hacer, Mordecai el judío, en las días de Purim. Viva tú y viva yo, vivan todos los judíos, viva la reina Esther, que tanto placer nos dio. Mordecai manda a dice, todo judío que avise, en Adar 14 y 15, mira mucho de beber. Viva tú y viva yo, viva todos los judíos, viva la reina Esther, que tanto placer nos dio. Nos dejes comer pescado, coche frito ni asado, aunque vos está caro, en el noche de Purim. Viva tú y viva yo, vivan todos los judíos, viva la reina Esther, que tanto placer nos dio. Viva tú y viva yo, vivan todos los judíos. Viva la reina Esther, que tanto placer nos dio. Enjoy Purim.
Thank you. Mil gracias. Beautiful.
Yes, I didn't quite get the melody right, but I got the spirit right.
Be'erech is all we ask for tonight. Yeah. All right, thank you. We move on from Reb Yonatan to Reb Sarah. And we also have Cantor Linda will join us as well. So Reb Sarah.
All right, so this is a nice Homentashen song.
I have the words.
Some, in spite of
Do you want the
out
words?
in the streets, people handing you food and liquor.
Do you want those words up or not?
I don't think they need to be up.
Okay.
Hopp meine Homentashen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp meine Homentashen, hopper sitter Meise. Hopp meine Homentashen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp meine Homentashen, hopper sitter Meise. Jachne de Bosche went to town with the step so hasty. Bought a pound of this and that for her Purim pastry. Hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp verschütte Meise. Hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp verschütte Meise. Rain is pouring, snow is falling, all the roofs are dripping. Yachten is running with her flour while the bag is ripping. Hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp verschütte Meise. Hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp verschütte Meise. She forgot the poppy seeds. She forgot the leaven. Yachne Devoshe doesn't care. She's in seventh heaven. Hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp verschütte Meise. Hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp verschütte Meise. Yachne's bringing Homentaschen to her father's mother. Underdone on one side, burnt black on the other. Hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp verschütte Meise. Hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp meine Homentaschen, hopp verschütte Meise.
Woo! They are cool. They are fine. They are
We'll
fine.
be
Very
back with
nice.
another song later if you stick
Yes,
around.
yes, we're going around the robin.
I can load your pipe for you.
Oh yeah, hi, you made me want to grab a Homentaschen.
All right, yeah, I've got some here at the
Those
house.
poppy seeds, they can get you going like opium.
Okay, let's
Watch
go
out.
on. Let's go on now. We're going to Sophie, who's going to sing a song for us, and I think is it Ani Purim?
Yes, it's Sophie and Joxillian.
And Joxillian, excuse me, on the guitar.
On guitar, and he's going to be moving away from because of the sound, so that he doesn't over. And I will get this on screen, and everybody should sing along in their own muted kind of a way.
Mut Yamut.
Mut Yamut. Here we go. Go ahead. אני פורים שמח ומבדח, הלא רק פעם בשנה אבוא להתקרח. לי 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 לי. הידת פורים, חכו טוב ומצלתיים, אוי מי ייתנו בפורים לחודש לחודשיים. לי 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 לי. רבי פורים, אמור נא לי מדוע לא יכול פורים פעמיים בשבוע. לי לי לי
Woo!
Yay.
A wonderful duo there. Very good. Thank you so much, guys. Don't leave because they're coming back, I hear.
That comes later.
Right. And now we call on Cantor Linda, who's been part of our chevra tonight. We're so excited.
Actually, I'm going to try something.
Oh,
I don't know how
yeah.
to get rid. I don't know how to get rid of this filter. By the way, I put it on
Oh.
and it comes on and off, and I don't know what to do about it. So
Leave it.
But I just thought Mike might be interested in a little bit of this, and then I'll do Utsa Eitza. But O Dani Yaldi Hachalilim Korim Li Megai Legai Uvimorad Har Hakayitz Nigmar Vehavradim Noflim זה אתה חייב ללכת ואני חייב להישאר. אך תחזור כשהקיץ בחור וכשהעמק דממה ומחצה בשלג הלבן. זאת אני שאחכה לך שם בשמש או בצל עוד אני ילדי, אני אוהבת אותך כל כך. Anyhow, can't quite fit in all those words, but
That was great.
That's
I you might
cool.
want to hear a little bit of it.
יצא מן הכלל, יצא מן הכלל, יצא מן הכלל.
But I always love the Utsu etzave tufar, dabru davar velo yakum. Utsu etzave tufar, dabru davar velo yakum, ki Immanuel. Utsu etzave tufar, dabru davar velo yakum, ki Immanuel. Utsu etzave tufar, dabru dava velo yakum. Utsu etzave tufar, dabru dava velo yakum, ki Immanuel. Utsu etzave tufar, dabru dava velo yakum, ki Immanuel.
Halavai.
Yay, Halavai.
Thank you so much, Cantor Linda, and let's stick around because we're just going to going around in this circle of singers. Thank you so much for those, and Danny Boy in Hebraish, wonderful. So let's try this. Let me go ahead and screen share again. Okay, Purim songs, here they are. Aha, let me raise this up, and I'm going to try this. Oops. Oh, here we are. You may have heard of the Chuck Berry actually performed this, but I think the song was stolen from the original Yiddish, but I'm not sure. Anyway, oh, let me just put my little spitzik on the guitar here. I've told everyone to be ready, and I'm the one that's the most unready. Way down in Shushan, old King Ahasuerus got rid of Queen Vashti. It was really gross. He wanted her to dance in front of all his friends. When she told him no way, it was Vashti's end. And now the king is looking for a beauty queen. It's time for Esther to make the swing. Go, go, oh Queenie Esther, go, go, go. Oh Queenie Esther, go, go, go. Oh, Queenie Esther, go, go, go. Oh, Queenie Esther, go, go, go. Esther, be good. Now Esther's uncle Mordecai was really cool, but he ran to Haman, who was way too cruel. When Morty wouldn't bow to him like others do, oh, Haman made a plot to murder all of the Jews. He didn't know how the king had a Jewish wife, or that Morty had once saved the king's life. So go, go Uncle Morty, go. Go Uncle Morty, go. Go Uncle Morty, go. Uncle Morty, go, go, go. Oh Morty, be good. Now Mordecai told Esther, girl, don't be a fool. You gotta help your people, boy, you must be cool. She had a party for the king and Haman too, and told the king of Haman's plot to kill the Jews. So now that villain's hanging from yonder tree. Happy Purim for you and me. So go, sing, dance, and have a blast. Go, go. The danger's now long past. Go, go. Purim's here at last. Go, go. Purim's here at last. Go, go. Purim is cool. Okay. So much for that. We'll kind of go on in the same vein with Aviva is going to. Do you need the screen share? No, I can remove it, right? Or did you send me the stuff?
I did. I sent you the lyrics for
Oh yeah. I think
Obladi Oblada Megillah. This is a song that we wrote at the temple where I was cantor. For a Beatles Purim. You must have had one like that at some point.
Yeah.
So
Here we are.
There it is. Okay. It's in the same key by some chance. And you can join me. Achashverosh is the king in Shushan town. Haman's his advisor, oh so mean. Mordechai's the Jewish guy who won't bow down. And first there's Vashti, then there's Esther as the queen. Obladi, oblada, Megillah, la la in our Megillah. Esther is selected to be Persia's queen. Doesn't tell the king she is a Jew. Mordechai says she must be the go-between and tell the truth or else the Jews will all be through. Obladi, oblada, Megillah, la la in our Megillah. Achashverosh the king couldn't sleep at all one night. La 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 la. When he finally finds out Morty saved his life, he's starting to see the light. Mordechai is riding on the king's white horse. Haman's leading him and getting mad. Esther tells the king and saves the Jews, of course. There's no more Haman then, so everybody's glad. Obladi, oblada, Megillah, la la in our Megillah. Obladi, obada, Megillah, la la in our Megillah. And if you want some fun, sing Megillah, blada.
Yay.
Yay. Very good. Thank you. Thank you so much, Cantor Aviva. Okay. Very good. Let's move along. And Reb Yonatan, you want to sing another
Sure.
song? You want Shoshanas Yaakov or anything else?
Yeah. You can put it up if you want.
Yeah. I have it
I
here.
don't know if you have it there.
Yeah.
It's good to have it. Yeah. So someone asked me today what the Shoshanat is. Rabbi called me Sarah Leah Mazel Tov, and I said the Shoshanat Yaakov. It's translated the lily, but what's the lily of Jacob? And I would say it's the Shekhinah here. There's a feminine emphasis. Tzahala v'samicha, rejoiced and was glad. So to me, it's the Shekhinah is here dancing. Bir'otam yachad techelet Mordechai. And I think what we're doing is we're celebrating the female and the male, the divine feminine and the divine masculine here celebrating. So. Shoshanet Yaakov, Sala v'samecha, Birotam Yachad, Tchelet Mordechai. Shoshanet Yaakov, Tzahala v'samecha, Birotam Yachad, Tchelet Mordechai. Teshuatam, Hayita lanetzach, Tikvatam, Bechol dor v'dor Baruch, Mordechai HaYehudi. Baruch Mordechai HaYehudi.
Can I do a different melody for this one?
Of course.
The one Shoshanat Yaakov Tzahala v'samecha Berotam Yachad Techelet Mordechai Teshuatam hayita lanetzach v'tikvatam bechol dor vador. Lehodia shekol koivecha lo yevashu velo yikalmu lanetzach. Shoshanat arur haman asher bikesh le'abdi Baruch Mordechai HaYehudi Arura Zeharesh Eshet Mafchidi Brucha Hester V'gam Charvona Zachor Latov.
Thank you, Ken.
That's the melody I grew up with too. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
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 Thank you.
Great. Great. Let's move. Let's continue. Reb Sarah, would you like Wicked Man or La Kova Shali? And if so, do you want the words or not? Reb Sarah.
I do not need the words, but others might.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yes. Well,
which song?
This is more of a hand. This is very easily done on Zoom because it's all about the hand motion. So I need to see myself spotlighted.
I don't know.
Whoever can do that.
Let's see.
But there we are. Okay. So this is a Hamantashen song, and everybody can do it. And I don't know if you want to try and sing or not, because sometimes trying to sing makes it impossible for you to do the hand motions, which is the more Zoomable thing to do. Okay. So here we go. And I haven't looked at his words here, so I hope they're right. Okay, so a kova is a hat. Shalosh is 3. Pinot, points. Okay, I'm going to do it slow the first time. Please start your hand motions. Hakova sheli, yourself. Shalosh, pinot, 3 corners. Shalosh, pinot, hakova sheli. And if it did not have 3 corners, lulo, luyu, lulo, hayaze, I'm all off. And if it did not have 3 corners, it would not be my hat. Hakova sheli, shalosh pinot, hakova sheli, lule hayulo, shalosh pinot, lo yahaze hakova sheli. Are you still up with me? I'm going to go faster. Hakova sheli, shalosh pinot, hakova sheli, lule hayulo, shalosh pinot, lo yahaze hakova sheli. Faster. Hakova sheli. Shalosh pinot, hakova sheli, lule hayulo, shalosh pinot, lo yahaze hakova sheli. Now may we see the gallery with everyone trying to get the hand motions. Gallery, please. Thank you. All right, wait, I've got to put it on gallery for myself. Hold on just a moment. I can't stop using this accent so quickly because I worked very hard on it and everyone in the household had to put up with me for weeks. All right, try again. Let me see you. Hand on your hat. Hakova sheli, shalosh pinot, hakova sheli, lule hayulo, shalosh pinot, lo yahaze hakova sheli, shalosh pinot, hakova sheli, lule hayulo, shalosh pinot, lo yahaze hakova sheli. And fastest, hakova sheli, shalosh pinot, hakova sheli, lule hayulo, shalosh pinot, lo yahaze hakova sheli.
Beautiful, fantastic. Thank you, Reb Sarah.
Pleasure.
Yeah. And we go on to Sophie. Purim? Oh, yeah, we did that. Next spiel of song.
No, so this one, Jacqueline and I are going to reprise a song from a past Purimshpiel, and I will share the screen, and you guys are welcome to sing along. I'm glad you told me about him, the ways of light. Now I know all about him, he cannot hide. There's no time to sit and worry, now that I know I must prepare. I'm not making no excuses, I don't care. Well, let me tell you about his evil mind, his vicious heart, the cruelty of his plan. But I will not be cowed, I'll stand up tall and proud and stop that man. I'm glad you told me about him, this man who hates the Jews. Now that I know all about him, it's time to choose. There's no time to sit and worry, now that I message. He's up there. Well, let me tell you about his evil mind, his scheming heart, the cruelty of his plan. But I will not be cowed. I'll stand up tall and proud and stop him. And I have a plan. Holds up a tea bag.
Wow. Beautiful.
That's fantastic.
That was great.
Right. Better than the zombies.
That
Fantastic.
was great.
Love that.
All right.
Awesome.
And you too can purchase all copies of Purimshpiel's Past on aquarianminyan.org.
You guys
Purimshpiel
killed that one.
DVD.
That was
Yay.
good. That was
All
great.
right. Let's move on. Until we are told to stop. Let me go ahead and screen share once more. Here we go. And this I'm sure a lot of people know. Today, Heint is Purim. Today is Purim. This was originally in Yiddish, and then it got translated to English, then translated into Hebrew. And it says, this is Purim breeder, no Schwester. So instead of breeder or Schwester, brother or sister, let's just say Chevra. Heint is Purim Chevra. Okay. Heint is Purim, and there's a it's a paraphrasing, it's not a real translation. It's a great holiday. Purim is a great holiday. Let's all sing songs. Go from house to house, which people would do at one point, and give shalach manos and put on plays. Laugh, Mordechai, laugh. This is a miracle that happened. Heint is Purim, Heint is Purim, Chevra, siz ist der Yontiv Grois. Heilom mir singen Lieder, gehen von Haus zu Haus. Lach, Mordechai, lach, Yontiv will mach, Kinds Kinder gedenken dem Nest. Sing brüderlich, sing, tanz freilich und spring, dem teuren Tag nicht vergesst. Hommen is a Rosche, das weiß jeder Jid. Aber Gott ist koscher, schweigt dem Rosche nicht. Wart, Hommenke, wart, du sei nicht genarrt, an eis hast getan mit uns Gott. Sing, Chevre, sing, tanz freilich und springt, macht größer und größer dem Rod. Make the circle larger and larger as we dance and sing. And this is kind of a schwach translation. Today is Purim, Chevra, best holiday of them all. Let's sing and play, Chevra, at each house we will call. Mordechai, be gay, have a holiday, we relive this every year. Oh, sing, Chevra, sing, dance and have your fling, never forget this day so dear. Haman is a bad man, all of us agree. God won't let this madman get away scot-free. And that's a fill in the blank for Haman. You can put in a few names there, a lot of names, unfortunately. Wait, Haman, wait, you'll meet your fate. We were saved by the Holy One. Sing, Chevra, sing, dance, have your fling. Let all of us join in the fun. Oh, this doesn't move. And last verse in Hebrew. Aizeh hayom yom Purim, manayim umatov. Zmirot nezamera, v'nismach ad ein sof. Smach Mordechai, smach, hatzarot nashchach. La netzach lo nishkach hanes. Hoy shiru nashir, ki b'shushan ha'ir, Haman ha'agagi azmet. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la la ram, ya la 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 ram, ya la la ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. All right, let's move along. If Aviva, do you have any other songs you'd like to sing? We already had Utsa Eitza. If not, we can come around again. And Reb Yonatan, anything else?
I mean, I like Once There Was a Wicked Man. So if you
Yeah,
want
well, that's coming up. Reb Sarah's doing that.
Sarah's
next.
going to do that. No, I'm going to pass.
Okay. Well, Reb Sarah, do you want the words up or not?
So I think everybody should sing them. I don't know if you have the same words I do.
Well, I have the correct ones. Which ones do you have?
I have
Just kidding.
the correct ones also.
Okay, good. It was a horse. It was a donkey. It was a horse.
It's a girsa.
Okay, so you sing your song, your words, and if they differ a little bit, nicht gefährlich.
So this song has had many iterations.
Yeah.
Here's the preschool version, which kind of slaps Haman on the hand. And I saw somebody was looking around for a version that wasn't so violent for middle schoolers. I've got the original version. Oh yeah, and I see that Ami does as well. So please sing along. Oh, but I have to sing one line of this. I don't know if you know this song. Who is making all the noise? Who are those paraders? They are only girls and boys, Purim masqueraders. La 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 la, Purim masqueraders. La 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 la, Purim masqueraders. In case you have never heard that one. All right, here we go. With the most violent Purim song there probably is. Please sing in your house. Oh, once there was a wicked, wicked man, and Haman was his name, sir. He would have murdered all the Jews. Or, in the preschool version, he would have hurt all the Jews, though we were not to blame, sir. Everybody, oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. And some hum and tashin'. And Esther was the lovely queen of King Ahasuerus. When Haman said he'd hurt us all, oh my, how he did scare us. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. And not some hum and tosh. But Mordecai, her cousin, bold said, what a dreadful chutzpah! If guns were but invented now, this Haman I would shoot, sir. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. And not some hum and tashin'. When Esther, speaking to the king of Haman's plot, made mention. Ha ha, said he, oh no, he won't. I'll spoil his bad intention. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. And not some hum and tashin'. The guest of honor he shall be, this clever Mr. Smarty. And high above us he shall swing at a little hanging party. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. And not some hum and tashin'. Of all his cruel and unkind ways, this little joke did cure him. And don't forget, we owe him thanks for this jolly feast of Purim. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. And not some hum and tashin'. Everybody unmute. Let's sing it one last time all together. Oh,
today will merry, merry be.
Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be.
Not some hum and
Chag Sameach, and that cacophonous.
Dum dum.
Even a haircut, 3 cents. On that cacophonous note, would anyone else like to sing a song? Cantor Linda, anyone else? I have when Irish eyes are smiling in Yiddish, but I'll defer to anyone else to sing a song, or we can kind of.
I want to sing a song that was sung before, but in a different language.
Who is that
okay?
speaking?
Joan. It's about my hat has 3 corners. It's just.
La Kova Shali.
Yeah, but it's not in Hebrew. Is that okay?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Mein Hut, der hat 3 Ecken, 3 Ecken hat mein Hut. Und hat er nicht 3 Ecken, wär ich nicht mein Hut.
The battery is low.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That was Joan Schwartz.
Anyone else?
I have a song that I wrote for a Purimshpiel.
Okay, we're keeping our songs under 2 minutes or so.
I can shorten it if it runs over 2 minutes.
Yeah, otherwise you get the virtual hook. But go for it.
Okay, I have to open my other window. Let's see. Okay, here it is. So, so this was for a Purimshpiel I did. It looks like it was back in 2011.
Naomi, stop sharing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, please. Born in the neighborhood of Shushan P. Studied at theater when I was only 3. Learned to play the lute and my ABC. And now I'm the queen of the Persians and the Medes. Esther, Esther Hamalka, queen of the Persians and the Medes. I'm a champion of dreidel naturally. My hula hoop is made out of hickory. I belly dance and I dress modestly. And now I'm the queen of the Persians and the Medes. Esther, Esther Hamalka, queen of the Persians and the Medes. Won a beauty contest easily. Answered all the questions on Jeopardy. In college, I majored in diplomacy. And now I'm the queen of the Persians and the Medes. Esther, Esther Hamalka, queen of the Persians and the Medes. Someday I'll have a daughter or 2 or 3 and pass on my secret recipe. We'll go on vacation to Hawaii. And now I'm the queen of the Persians and the Medes. Esther, Esther Hamalka, queen of the Persians and the Medes.
Yeah.
I think it's up to me. I have one song. I
have one too.
Oh, good. Okay. So you might have heard this before. It's a tribute for Vashti, really. There's a,
It's right here.
Hello, Vashti, little queen. It's my wish that you be seen. When I call you, you refuse to come. Where did you learn such behavior from?
Put it on the back.
All I ask is that you respect your position in life. Oh, as my wife, and never more refuse me. Now Vashti sings. No more Vashti, little queen, living life like Halloween. I will be a person free and strong. I will learn to sing a different song. And the road I take will not have a posted sign, but it's mine. For now this queen's a woman. Okay, anyone else?
I sang that in the Purimshpiel many years ago.
Oh yeah.
And when I finished undirected, I raised my hand, over my head like the Olympic
Right,
people did,
absolutely. Yeah, it's a good one.
I didn't remember it till now.
How are we doing? Anyone else? Aviva, you would like to continue? Go ahead.
I'm not able to screen share the words, but the chorus is easy and you can all learn to sing along if you don't know it already. It's by Cantor Jeff Klepper and Donald Rosoff. You can change the world. You can change the world. You can make the world complete. Take the pride you feel inside and never accept defeat. So you can say after me, you can change the world. You can make the world complete.
You can make the world complete.
Take the pride you feel inside.
Take the pride you feel inside.
And never accept defeat.
And never accept defeat.
You can change the world. You can make the world complete. Take the pride you feel inside and never accept accept defeat. I'm going to make it a little lower. You can change the world, everybody. You can change the world. You can make the world complete. You can make the world complete. Take the pride you feel inside. Take the pride you feel inside and never accept defeat. And never accept defeat. In a place you may have heard about, in Shushan, as you know, an evil man named Haman said, the Jews have got to go. Now Esther was a Jewish queen, and she knew not where to turn, till Mordecai, her cousin, said, there is something you must learn. Oh, Esther, you can change the world. You can make the world complete. Take the pride you feel inside and never accept defeat. There's an evil plot against us now, a list of cruel demands. Esther, only you can help. Our fate is in your hands. She said, cousin, do you really think that a difference I can make? A Jewish girl before the king, that would be a big mistake. No, Esther, you can change the world. You can make the world complete. Take the pride you feel inside and never accept defeat. So Esther went before the king, and though she was afraid, she stood up proud and spoke out loud and brought her people aid. And now we read the Megillah at Purim time each year, and we learn how God can give us strength to overcome our fears. Remember, you can change the world. You can make the world complete. Take the pride you feel inside and never accept defeat. I think it's a great Purim song.
It is. Beautiful song, beautiful song. Anyone else? I think we're kind of rounding out the evening. There's a ton of parody songs that I have, from Patty Duke Show to the Beatles to, the list goes on and on and on and on. But does anybody have, there's other songs too. Mordechai Yatza Milifnei HaMelech. There's a lot of Purim songs, but we could go all night. Who's our Lorelei here, or Rabbi Yonatan? Shall we kind of wrap it up?
Thank you, Ami, for organizing the music.
Thank you guys for singing, and thanks for and Cantor Linda, thank you for jumping in and joining us. What a pleasure. So there's lots more songs to sing, and we'll save them for next year. And
thank you, Lorelei, for
thank you, Lorelei, for doing this, and Rabbi Yonatan for being you, and Sky for doing the spiel, and yeah, it was a lovely evening.
Team. A wonderful Purim team all around, from the Megillah reading to the Purimshpiel to the after party, all of the musical support, Reb Ami, Gewalt, and all of the wonderful people who are here with us tonight. We saw 47 people here. We had about 98, I think, all together. And the recording is still going.
105 registered.
Oh yeah, there's always more that registered that actually came. I'm going to be sending out a lot of links to this recording after it finishes rendering. So,
but there's
anyway,
more than
let's all learn some good lessons from the Purim story, and fight the tyrants that are very active currently, and do everything we can to help the victims of that tyrant.
Amen.
Tyrants all over the world.
Doesn't it feel like it's Erev Shabbos in a way?
Mm.
Because like tomorrow, I hope that everybody has the opportunity to hear Megillah again tomorrow
Mm.
and do Shlach Manos
Yeah.
and give tzedakah. Of course, we'd love you to give that to the Aquarian Minyan, but there are many wonderful organizations and initiatives that really deserve tzedakah at this time, including us and others. And let's
including
see. Oh,
Hayas,
yeah.
that's helping the Ukrainians.
Yes. So I'm trying to remember. Okay, so yeah, and Megillah and tzedakah and Mishloach Manot and joy and simcha. And that's all day tomorrow. And then if you ever lived in Jerusalem like I did, I'm responsible also for Shushan Purim. That's going to be Friday. Then Friday night is Shabbos Gewalt. We'll be asking you to come back and be with us for Shabbos on Friday night, and then Saturday at 10 o'clock. So the Jewish year, the cycle of sacred time goes on every week with Shabbos. And then within our holidays and our next one coming up, Pesach, we have no idea, but we will know. So stay tuned for that, okay? There's a list in the publicity of the players. What? Ah, okay.
Someone
you.
just asked for the names of the players. It's in the publicity.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Thank you, Lorelei.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone.
Laila Tov.
Thank you, Ami. Laila Tov.
Thank you.
Sameach.
Hag Sameach.